Hey, what is up, guys? It is SJB Santos, the social media manager for the Bosco Esports program, and today we'll be looking at the very first casting of our League of Legends Navy team. So we'll be right back. Okay, so today I am joined by the head League of Legends coach, SJB Derek. How you doing today?
Hey, how's it going, Brad?
I can see that we are both rocking our new gear that just arrived here at the Bosco Esports program. Look forward to our players wearing their new gear as well. But we're looking pretty good right now.
Feeling pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. So today we're gonna look at the Navy team. You know, we've already made a few videos on our gold varsity team. But we haven't really talked about the members of the Navy team yet. So you want to give me like a rundown of what we're gonna look at?
Certainly. Well, and the interesting thing is that this week, as we mentioned in the gold video, we had some scheduling issues, so we had to bounce some players around. So we actually have our gold support playing mid lane for Navy this week. But the Navy team has our up and comers and got a very talented jungler in Roberto. We got some really good players to build off of going in the future. So for this game, we have Morrow. He's playing Garen in the top lane. Okay, Roberto is playing Evelyn in the jungle. Mid lane, we've got Aiden playing Talon, and then in the bot lane we have Lauren playing on Sivir, and then Toshi on his old main, Nautilus. So, yeah.
Okay. So looks like we're just about to start the game here, so we're just gonna swap over to our league scene here. It's frozen for a bit, but that's per usual. Streams always have a little bit of lag, anyways. So looks like today we're up against the
Mountain House Mustangers.
Mustangers, yes, the Mustangers.
Yeah.
Look at their team comp right now. They're running Silas, a real popular pick actually. I was watching the World International Series and I saw a lot of Silas.
Yeah, he's got as far as as for a mage, he's got a lot of burst and healing too.
Yeah. It's like that it's that clutch potential that you can get, kind of like with Set. Like the lower you are, it's like easier it'll be for clutch.
Yeah, and the fact that he steals ults too is just he can turn a team fight.
Looks like Mustangers getting an early poke. An early poke on our blue side. Morgana landed to Q1.
Yeah, their bot lane comp is
real tough.
Very.
Yeah.
A lot of synergy between those two champions. We got Caitlyn and Morgana, and
if you get hit with that Mort Q, I mean, you're just gonna get trapped with a Caitlyn E right after, and it's just gonna be a whole world of pain.
Trap EQ. All of a sudden, you've been CC'd for half, a year.
Yeah. That shouldn't be.
You just vanish. You're gone.
Yeah. Luckily, Sivir has a built-in QSS, so it shouldn't be too big of a problem for our ADC here. But Nautilus definitely gonna have to watch himself in lane.
That's the tough one, because Nautilus likes to get up in your face.
Yeah, he's either got to play real passive or aggressive to the point where they can't, harass. And it looks like so far we won't be seeing much aggro play as our Sivir is already taken down to half HP. So it's gonna be a real tough lane down here, but
got to stay behind that minion wave, and or get some vision in that bush if you want to avoid getting that root on you every single time it comes up.
Absolutely.
Unfortunate miss, but Morgana repays the favor with a miss of her own, so we're okay there.
I'm not sure what ability the Nautilus started. I usually start Q. I think that would have been an excellent. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so he did start Q. I don't know why he didn't engage that before, but it worked out pretty well. Got Morgana down to about 25% HP.
Yeah,
it's all right. It's not looking the worst in bot lane, and looks like we're actually getting a gank here from Bosco's Evelyn.
Unfortunate.
Oh, we're fully dedicating to this with the Nautilus flashing into the Caitlyn. Caitlyn flashing in for the kill on Evelyn. Ignite going on Evelyn. I'm sorry, Caitlyn. And then Caitlyn popping a heal, but it's not enough to save her. Oh, we're getting action in the mid lane too. Unfortunately, Talon falls to Silas.
Oh,
I
bummer.
think we saw both Ignites popped in the mid lane as well.
So, did mid lane get first blood there then?
No.
It looked like Sivir did. It looked like Lauren did. Okay, very good. That's what I thought. Good. I mean, that's a little bonus gold over what you get generally from getting a kill. So.
Yeah, and Evelyn lived there, so that means... actually, a little bit of engage here, but Nautilus here to help out his jungler. Excellent macro from Bosco. So kind of unfortunate that Evelyn died there, but...
You know what? The support getting the kill, though, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So, we got our ADC a couple of early kills. Some jungle buffs, too.
Yeah, real
Buff
nice
transfer. I mean, that's good.
Yeah. Well, the Evelyn did overall die, but, you know, in that engage where the Caitlyn wasted both her flash and heal to try to get a kill on Evelyn, it's a pretty good exchange for bot lane.
Sure.
Yeah.
When doing the pregame scouting on the Mustangers, their team overall, they're all talented players, but their ADC is far and above their best, most skilled player.
Yeah.
In ranked solo queue. I believe that person is high gold, maybe low plat.
Okay, pretty good.
Yeah. In the game just before this one, kind of had a funky bot lane combo. He played Lilia. He played Lilia, and his support was Rakan. So really
Interesting.
Really, yeah,
Real
unusual.
off meta people.
Yeah, but it was really strong. They just obviously had a lot of synergy there.
Yeah.
So we banned out
Lilia?
this
I
time
see.
around because she carried last game.
Yeah.
And so he's going with the safe pick with Caitlyn, one of the very most basic ADCs. But
Yeah.
really good synergy with Morgana too. So
Yeah.
Savings there on that route maybe. But
Yeah, now
still
it's
taking a lot
just-
of poke damage.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's real
Just-
tough.
Just got back to lane.
Ooh. Q landing on the saber. Popped the E a little bit too late, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And Morgana doing a really good job at protecting herself with that
Black shield there.
yeah, spell shield. And Garen taking a little bit too many engages, but it looks like he's going to get help from his jungler here. Getting a flash, not a kill, but it's still relatively good overall. Caitlyn's getting a little bit aggressive. Looks like this Caitlyn really knows the limits of her champions. I mean, going as far as to dive to try to get a kill. It's not something you do unless you're completely confident. Oh, real nice play by Nautilus.
Getting the kill there.
I was going to say that might have not been the best way. I honestly thought he was going to die there, but...
Yeah, it looked like it. It was real close there, but his shield, I think he used that really well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Garen's taking a little bit too much damage inside that, I forget what the name is.
the Shen.
Yeah, it's the W, the AoE little shield that goes around him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you don't want to fight him when he's in that.
Yeah, I mean, potentially what you want to do is, you know, you hold your Q until he... So it looks like the Shen is really aggressive, so you want to hold your Q as Garen until, you know, his little combo of taunt and whatever is over. Because if you just try to Q right onto him, he's just going to negate all that damage, and then you just end up doing 0 damage to him in that exchange.
Yeah. Well, you know, and then in our previous match against these guys, the matchup top lane was, we had... Morrow was on Ilawi, and their top laner was, I want to say Mordekaiser. And Morrow is a very good student of the game, and he's very positive and upbeat and very coachable, but he's also our newest player. He literally just started playing a couple of months ago. And so in our previous encounter with this team, the opposing top laner put him in a very deep hole, and Morrow lost the lane pretty badly. You know, it's somewhat expected when you have a skill matchup like that, or mismatch, I should say.
Yeah.
But I think what happened, what we're looking at here is that jungler is now being super confident because he thinks he can do whatever he wants.
We're going to get a real nice taunt here. Oh,
yeah,
easy kill.
Roberto with the kill, and the enemy jungler.
Falling, engaging, not get a little bit too dangerously low. Sivir popping a heal. I'm not sure if it's going to save.
Oh, no.
Ooh, real unfortunate. Sivir gets an exhaust popped under by the Morgana. Ooh, super CC'd by the Morgana and the Kaylin. But looks like she didn't die from what I'm seeing on the map, and top lane gets a kill in response. So
Yeah, so she made it out.
yeah.
I think.
It's looking pretty bloody on the map right now.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, but I mean, our top lane's already showing a lot of improvement from game 1 to game 2, so that's encouraging.
I mean, with a character like Garen, you can either play him as a juggernaut, I guess you would call it. You know, massive damage, hard to kill.
Yeah.
Or you could just kind of play him as a distraction. You know, just go straight tank, go even in lane, and just try to prepare for the late game. And I think either is very viable. Ooh, unfortunately, getting killed in the mid lane. Well, not Aiden's strong point, but regardless, as long as his Garen just goes at least even in the game, he can be like a real great boon to his team.
Yes.
And as I was talking, I think we just saw Evelyn just melt the ADC,
Vanished.
doing his job properly.
So Moro wisely avoids fighting inside Shen's buffed AoE right there.
Balling went in for the dive, 3-man dive. We're gonna get this post. She was trying to kite around the tower, but not enough. And ooh, support tank's just a little bit too much. Evelyn might get killed here by the enemy Hecarim. Enemy jungle kind of doing a little bit of damage. Sever. Oh, okay. Hecarim for some reason took his aggro off the Evelyn and just kind of let her go so she could escape with the R. But looks like Silas comes in and tries to find a kill on her. Not looking very nice for this Evelyn.
Sidesteps the ult.
That was a surprisingly long time to stay alive.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, totally. Like
He was. I was actually thinking for a little bit. You know, maybe he could make a comeback if he keeps dodging like this.
yeah.
So that's a pretty nice display of skill coming in from the Evelyn here.
Yeah, Roberto's really, really good. He's got a few pocket champions that he's just unbelievable on. And Evelyn is one of those champs where he can just do all kinds of crazy stuff with it. So
Yeah.
it's really, really cool to watch him play her and show his stuff.
Yeah. Looks like mid lane's gonna catch up the enemy jungler here. Hecarim just kind of with that default base speed, just a little bit too fast for Talon to keep up with. So not too much gonna happen there. But yeah, looking at the scoreboard right now, the Evelyn is doing really well. I mean, 4-2.
Yeah.
Roberto's got a really good sense of macro. He's already made a few ganks up top and successful ganks up top and bot. So real promising things coming out here. Oh, and he's not done yet. Coming in bot, Nautilus engages his R onto the Morgana. Zanya's with the ult, but eventually gonna get the kill. Caitlyn responds with one back though. That's
So unfortunate.
It's real tough to see, but that's just the character that Caitlyn is. Nice escape from Aiden here in the mid lane.
Had to flash, but you know what?
It is what it is.
It was worth to save the death.
Yeah, Salah's looking really strong. That's I can't see very well. I think it's a 400 gold bounty, 350. I'm not sure actually. I can't tell. But he does have a gold bounty on his man. It's about 20-ish CS up on Aiden, so he's doing relatively well for himself. 3-0 in the game here.
Yeah, the team gold situation is right now they have almost a 2K gold lead.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of that's because of their farming.
Yeah.
Caitlyn able to get easy farm.
Yeah, Maro doing really well in regards to like keeping up in CS. I mean, he's only down like less than 10, so.
We're gonna shut down here.
Nice.
Okay.
Silas gets a little bit too greedy. I'm not sure why exactly he thought it'd be the best idea to kind of just invade there without like having any knowledge of where the enemy jungler is, but
Yeah, no vision against an Evelyn and a Talon.
yeah.
You've got to be really cocky or really foolish, or both.
I guess he kind of has a right to, right? I mean, he was 3-0. He was thinking maybe I could 2v1 at this point. But then you have to respect the Evelyn KD that was previously 5-2. So.
True. So, Morrow, actually kind of new to Garen, but fortunately with Garen, he's one of those champions that you can pick up and play without too much difficulty for the most part.
Ooh, Shen making a big mistake here.
Flashing too.
Yeah.
I think he's gone out here.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no chance he gets out here. I mean, especially with the.
There it is. Look at that. See?
Yeah.
How do you like me now? Says Morrow.
You know that Shen that's probably one of the most aggressive Shens I've actually seen. And despite being ganked quite a number of times. He just keeps going in. I'm not sure why, but
I'm telling you, it's the overconfidence from
Yeah.
from the previous game.
play smarter, not harder. Ooh, Aiden almost coming up in a 1v1. It's looking, I mean, that's a good sign. I mean, if Aiden's able to come back up from a 0-3
Yeah.
deficit to the point where he can almost 1v1.
Sidestep, please. Oh no.
Yeah, that's just the kind of damage that synergy between Morgana and Keelan can do. It's real rough. But Evelyn looking to maybe make a gank here. Oh, for Morgana, little third eye
Bye.
thinking about it.
Oh no.
Evelyn might die here though, unfortunately. I think Sivir maybe should have gone in on the Keelan here, but then again, that Hecarim's right up there, so maybe the smart decision was to just back off there like she did.
The last person you want to see getting a shutdown right now is Caitlyn, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Puts her on the bounty board.
Nautilus is definitely gonna have to change up his playstyle, because he's just kind of out in the open at this point. He's not really hiding behind any minions, or you know, trying to put pressure by being in the bushes at least.
Yeah, a lot of it's anticipating the Morgana Q and sidestepping.
Yeah.
You know, if you can do that, you can win the lane because you take out their main source of CC.
Yeah.
What makes it easy for the Caitlyn to do what she does? You're gonna have to make her actually work for those kills.
I mean, even then, you know, you see the Morgana Q flying at you. He can potentially, if his reflexes are fast enough, just Q a wall and just poke himself out of there.
True. Even if he eats the snare, he'll still complete
be
the
out,
action and he'll be snared on the other side. Where
He'll at least be outside of the auto range of Caitlyn, so that alone is enough to keep him alive.
Right, and then, you know, if she runs up and tries to throw a trap down, then Sivir can maybe go up and punish.
Yeah.
So, ideally, that's what you would do.
That was getting a little bit cocky, seeing a little deja vu from top lane here. Charm lands onto the Silas, who steals the Evelyn ult, but not enough for him to get out of there.
Very good, very good.
Yeah, it looks like the Mustangers.
Yeah.
They're really confident in their play, which is a good thing to have, but you know, too much of that is potentially detrimental. But that ball lane, they have a really good ball lane.
Yeah. Their bot lane's their best part of their team. Their jungler's not bad. The mid laner's pretty good. I mean, the Silas is doing pretty well this game, but he has made some questionable decisions too.
That was
big shutdown there.
An extremely good play from the support here. I mean, he saw that Sivir got hit with the Morgana Q, and obviously the Killing was going to follow up on that with her snare, but he just focused all his DPS onto that Killing. I mean, even though she got that spell shield on top of her, it's not going to negate the damage from the Q, the E, and plus the R from the Nautilus. So really good exchange down bot, and Roberto doing what he does best and just carrying the team essentially here.
Yeah, he's very talented.
9-3.
Just wanted to give props to Toshi though, just to build on what you were saying as well, because he hasn't played Nautilus in quite a while.
Yeah.
So for him to go in there and make that play right there definitely deserves a shout out. So
yeah, that was really nice.
For that. Great gank up top, like you had commented as well. I love Morrow's patience in this game.
Oh yeah.
He's not trying to fight. You know what I mean? I told him farm safe, and then when Roberto comes up for a gank, then you go all in, and he's done it. What's this, like the third time now?
Yeah.
2 or 3 times. And the enemy, the enemy top laner still hasn't gotten a hint. So as long as he wants to keep giving us those kills, we'll take them.
I mean, patience isn't a very common virtue in the League of Legends community. So to be able to have that already puts you like a massive advantage.
Yeah,
to
definitely.
Just sacrifice self for team. Ooh, this might spell trouble for the Nautilus, but likely just out of the E range of or I'm not sure if it's the E or W here of the Caitlyn kit. Her net out of that net range.
The E for sure.
Yeah.
Lauren's Q doing just chunking the both of them. She managed to get them both within a minute ago there, and that made them a little scared. They backed off. So.
Yeah, and it looks like Roberto's trying to set up another flank here on bot lane, but they're trying to complete Dragon. But Bosco's picked up on this. This might be a bloodbath here in the Dragon pit.
Yeah, well,
but the Nautilus goes in a little bit too close, and he doesn't have the HP to go there. Evelyn, outside of her stealth, might die here, unfortunately, to that.
Yeah, so 4v3.
Major misplay here.
Aiden shows up, but I think he was walking back from a bye, so we should have just given that one. We ended up giving them a dragon and 4 kills.
Or if anything, you know, the Nautilus shouldn't have been the one leading. I mean, I get that he's a support in the tank, but he was also the one with the lowest HP.
Yeah, but that was a Cloud Drake.
Yeah.
Just give it.
That's true, yeah.
Take Cloud Drakes all day instead of contesting that.
Yeah, it's either that or letting the Evelyn fall. Because, I mean, the Evelyn can one-shot. Well, at least one of them.
Yeah.
And get out to re-engage with her R.
And then look, they take a turret as well.
Yeah, so that was
That's
massive.
Way behind. I mean, now it's 31.6k gold to 29.1.
Yeah.
32.1k. So we're down by 3,000 gold, which is unfortunate because we're technically up on kills, but
yeah,
the objectives and the shutdowns and all that stuff come into factor. That can, you know, that kind of stuff can turn the game around in a heartbeat.
Yeah, unlucky play from Bosco here. There's a little bit of miscommunication, maybe.
Miscommunication, and you know, if I'm being fair, I think it's a little bit of inexperience.
That too.
You know, more experienced players would say, you know what, just give them the Cloud Drake.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need this one. We don't need to fight for it. We could push objectives, farm up, what have you.
Yeah.
Trying to respond here with the Rift Herald, though.
Yeah. They did, in fact, get a kill up top here, so they do have the prio to be able to do that. And they know for a fact that Silas is mid lane. I'm not sure about if they have any wards in the river there to see that if he's going to but at the very least, they know that they can securely get Rift. Morgana getting kind of
aggressive.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they're just kind of letting her do that. Oh, because Silas. Yeah, they know the Silas is missing. Unfortunate. They almost got both of them there. Actually, looking at the health bars of Caitlyn and Morgana here, that's really close.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
But Bosco responds with a kill in the mid lane. Silas popping up under the tower to get the kill on Sever.
No.
You hate to see it.
I think she thought that spell shield would do a bit more for her.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But in that instance, you know, you use it to save yourself and then just get out.
Yeah, it looks like Shen coming in from the top lane to try to save his mid laner from our Talon. Talon has to flash out. There's a R onto him, but luckily Evelyn steps in front of the way to save him from that.
Good heads up play from Roberto to save Aiden there.
Yeah. Silas isn't giving up though. He's either going for the camp or going for the Evelyn. Ooh, a miss. Oh, that would have been a really nice hook if that landed, but they get the kill anyways.
Goodbye.
Evelyn gonna end up dying to that ignite anyways, regardless. They at least got something there, you know. But that would have been, if that hook range was just a little bit longer, that would have been a really nice play.
So Morrow capitalized, I just noticed, on the Shen ult and took top lane turret. So excellent play by Morrow. You know, whenever your laner roams away, you got to punish them for that.
Yeah.
One way or another, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Trying to get a little bit of gold back. I think we've taken tier 1 of mid and top. Unfortunately, they've responded with tier 1s of mid and bot.
Yeah.
So.
And dragon.
And
so,
dragon.
I mean, I think we're even on objectives technically. You know, dragon for Rift Herald and 2 turrets each. But or actually, they got
2 dragons.
They got. You're right. They have 2 dragons. And they actually have 2 of our bot turrets now.
Yeah, Caitlyn just took the tier 2 a little bit ago. Unfortunately. Yeah, it doesn't look like Sivir can do much poke damage from because that Caitlyn range is just huge. Oh, okay. Pretty nice prediction from Toshi here.
Morgana wasting her ult, but then Toshi having to flash away.
Yeah, got the flash for the R. I'd say it's pretty worth for Mustangers. Okay.
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah. Ooh, Aiden getting caught out here by the Silas, but he's just going to yield over the wall, luckily. Evelyn maybe looking for an engage here. Can she do the damage? Oh, excuse me. I was underestimating him. I need to remember that Roberto is 12-5 right now.
Yeah, he just said, hey, remember when you had an HP bar?
Yeah. Yeah, I actually didn't expect him to be able to just fully one-shot the Silas. You know, maybe the Caitlyn and the Morgana, but not the Silas.
Well, yeah, I mean, the Silas needs to be able to land his abilities to heal up. Otherwise, he's not going to survive. I don't think he's built any magic resist. Yeah,
I'd imagine he would have at least W'd, but I guess Roberto played pretty smart. I mean, as soon as he got out of stealth and did all his damage, he just R'd out so that that Silas wouldn't get a chance to W onto him. But getting another kill on Morgana here, that means Dragon is ripe for the taking. Hecarim at his Krugs right now, Caitlyn in the mid lane. As long as they play this right, it should be an easy drag here. I don't think the Hecarim's going to be able to reach the Dragon Pit in time, and that is a Earth Dragon for Bosco.
We have Shen pushing again. He knows that nobody's going to come gank him anytime soon because they just took drag. Our team, that is.
Yeah.
So. But he doesn't have a turret to fall back to, so after, I'd say...
Ooh, Caitlyn coming up top lane. That was interesting. That was pretty good of Morrow, but I think if I was him, I would have just personally left that tower because now he's kind of just stranded there. Yeah, real unfortunate. That, you know, once Caitlyn starts putting a few items, her auto, I think it's, is it Infinity Edge that she's built? I can't tell. But
I mean, that's standard build for Caitlyn. Is build
yeah, crit build. But at one point, you know, one of her items, you know, slows you with that empowered hit. So it was pretty smart. You know, Morrow understands the you know, the passives of Garen pretty well, that he was able to Q and just kind of negate the slow that came in as a result of Caitlyn's first hit. But he should have just kept walking away.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Caitlyn did damage with only a few autos, and she didn't even have to risk any turret damage for it.
Nope.
Yeah.
And they get the turret anyway, too, so...
Yeah. And Bosco seems kind of oblivious to the Baron going on here. A real sneaky Baron from Mustangers.
Well, you know, they just three-man dove on top lane and got the turret, so... If they have any idea where our jungler is, or even any of our other players, they can make a calculated risk, I should say.
I couldn't tell quite clear, but I know they at least saw the Nautilus in the bottom tier too, and I think the Saber was probably with him. So
yeah, so that spells, you know, free Baron in my mind when I see that.
Yeah, I mean, they kill top lane. There's 2 people bot. The most that could come to their 5-man Baron pit is 2 of the enemy team. So, ooh, getting relatively close. Oh, a 1-for-1 exchange between the Caitlyn and the Evelyn. I'm not sure if he missed up a combo there. I kind of thought that he was just kind of one-shot him. We saw the silence.
I think he R'd a little bit too early.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, trading some shutdowns, I believe, as well.
But that's scary. It looks like the Caitlyn can now match up to the Evelyn's damage, so that might spell a little bit of trouble for our Bosco here.
Threads the needle on that hook.
This is pretty good for Bosco, actually. Hecarim with a kind of questionable engage after the Silas gets hooked into the tower, but I guess overall it was alright for them since none of them died. But now they're all like 25% HP and they can't make as big of a push as they want down mid lane.
Yeah, definitely, like, it was okay, but I would say it was sloppy.
Yeah.
For sure. They could have gotten so much more out of the Baron buff in the mid lane right there if they had just played that a little bit smarter.
Looks like Aiden forces a flash out of the Shen. Pretty good. Didn't get a kill, but a flash is a flash.
Yeah.
Especially with an engaged character like Shen, flash is pretty huge.
Yeah, and it, you know, it slows their push the Baron buff as well. So
Yeah.
you know, if he's able to split push and put pressure, then okay. Roberto getting it done again.
Complete confidence. I like that. I see a little bit of case in Roberto, the way he plays. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, they're both very, very similar, very talented junglers. And just they can make some really incredible plays. They're really fun to watch.
Ooh, will this kill? Oh, very nice.
See what I'm talking about?
That's real nice.
That was just very smart, knowing the champions, the mechanics, and the interactions.
Yeah, Roberto's really impressing me here.
Yeah.
Looks like we're 22-19 Mustangers. Oh, Mustangers have about 2,000 gold up on Bosco. Ooh, Roberto gets hit with the Morgana Q and Silas flashes and they get the end of the kill.
Well, Silas flashed for Morgana to get the kill, so...
Oh, did Morgana get that?
Yeah,
oh, I thought it was Silas.
No,
I thought it was nearly as bad then.
She kill secured it for him.
It looks like Nautilus is going to die for it, but he R'd the Caitlyn to save his ADC.
She lives? Wait a minute, what?
Yeah, that's unfortunate. A noble cause from Toshi. Well, it looks like Mustangers are making a real heavy push into the Bosco base here.
Yeah.
Probably going to get bot inhib and maybe even push up to inhib turret.
Having that Baron buff just makes a massive difference.
Yeah, it really does.
And it looks like it just faded too. That's all they needed. And they got, you know.
Oh, they're not stopping. They're actually TPing down bot lane. Mustangers looking for the end of the game here. It's just 3 of them. I think if Bosco just regroups, they could potentially wipe them here. Evelyn coming in for the back line. suspecting she goes for the Caitlyn, but they see the little charm thing onto the Caitlyn, so they're aware that the Evelynn is in fact there. Morgana pops his Zanya's. Nautilus doing his best to try to keep the base alive, but it's a 1v4. It's not looking real good for him, and it eventually goes down. Evelynn coming in with a kill on the Caitlyn. Ends up dying to the Morgana bind. Real menace to Bosco this entire game.
Yeah. 4 guys down. Morrow's up, but you know,
there's only so much you can do against 4 players by yourself. Well, Aiden's here. There's a chance they could. Flashes in. Oh, gets finded by the Morgana Q as well.
Predicted.
It's hard. It's hard to play against a good Morgana, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Mara responds to the kill back on the Morgana, at least. Pretty good. For someone who's relatively new to the league. Yeah, looks like this might be the end of Bosco here as they push in with a cannon wave from both mid and bot. Bot actually coming in with his super minions. Nautilus and Saber doing their best to hold on, but unfortunately it just doesn't look like it'll amount to much.
Yeah, it was a good effort, but that Baron really kind of put them over the top.
Yeah.
I would like to say, you know, having players playing in their roles that they don't usually play, filling in as needed, it's tough. It's a challenge for that. And, you know, on the one hand, you feel bad that you don't get the result, but on the other hand, you do the best you can. And you, as a coach, you appreciate the flexibility of your key players, such as Aiden, to go ahead and step in where he's needed without complaining, without asking any questions, and giving his best effort, and making some good plays. He had some good plays in there, some good stuff. And, you know, next week we slide him back into support for gold, and, you know, he'll make some great plays in support, which is his main role. So
yeah, I mean, Aiden's definitely a better man than I mean, if you put me on an off role like jungle or something, I'd int. I have no. I can only play so many roles. So considering that Aiden's main role is support, you did relatively good in mid lane. And you know, some of the other Bosco players, you know, Morrow,
totally turned it around between games. It was like night and day.
Yeah, I mean, the patience that he has up top, really. It's a huge advantage for someone who's a new player. You know, typically you kind of just, as a new player, you just have the mentality like, oh, I want to carry, I want to run in, I want to do all these flashy plays. But the fact that he's able to have that patience to, you know, kind of play around the macro that his jungler creates for him, it's a really big boon for Bosco. And having Roberto as a jungler, I mean, he was doing some great things. I mean, it's obvious that he's completely macro and micro experience.
Yeah.
We saw that in many different instances here. So I think Roberto's got a real promising future ahead of him. And I was really impressed by the way he plays, and I'm really impressed by the patience and I guess flexibility of Morrow up in the top lane. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they progress, and you know, hopefully we get Aiden back into his main spot, and we just see an overall improvement from Navy.
Yeah, definitely. And then, you know, just one more note about Roberto. The poise to come back in game 2 and have that performance. Again, we didn't get the result that we wanted, but his performance was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And in game 1, they literally target banned him.
Yeah.
All of his champions.
Not to press.
And to come back and not, you know, rage, you know, to keep your composure and then come out and just do what you do in game 2. That's a lot of maturity.
Yeah.
And skill. And
yeah.
I definitely admire that in him.
Yeah. So unfortunately, we weren't able to get a W over Mustangers, but I mean, overall, I was seeing great things from Navy. So
yeah, they got a lot of potential.
Absolutely. Yeah. Really, really proud of him, and shout out to the Navy team. You know, Roberto, Morrow, Aiden, Toshi, and Lauren.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So, you know, they were doing really great. So proud of you guys, and hopefully they come up big next week.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Yep. Any final words?
Thanks for watching. Please support the program. Tell your friends. Share the video. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Yep.
Hit the bell, as they say.
Yeah, hit that. Smash that like button. Subscribe. Turn on notifications.
Yeah, please. It helps a lot.
Yeah, so look forward to all our content coming out this week as well. And thank you for watching. See you guys.